Hello, this is Dr. Linda Martinez-Louie. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I specialize in the narcissistic personality. I want to speak with you about free yourself from your narcissistic father. Narcissists cast dark shadows over our lives, especially when we're very young. Deep inside, instinctively, we know that we must survive. Many of us go along not only to get along, but to stay alive psychologically. Some very young children in highly disturbed narcissistic families become hypervigilant, always surveying their environments for danger, threats, visceral feelings of being completely unsafe. Other children are less aware of the dynamics in the family on a conscious level. They distract themselves with activity, telling themselves that everything is all right. In our earliest years, our minds normalize what we are experiencing. It is the rare person who, as a small child, knew that there was something fundamentally wrong, unjust, and highly disturbed about one or both of our parents. Narcissistic fathers cannot parent. They are emotionally unavailable to their children. They go through the motions of interacting with them. They may give greater attention to a child whom they perceive will become a star, a standout in the family. This is another narcissistic supply for the father. He doesn't care about the individuality of his son or daughter. He sees potential in them that can be nurtured and eventually will reflect his greatness. The kids who don't make the cut, the ones who are less attractive, highly sensitive, not socially skilled, are set aside for neglect and constant ridicule. To the narcissistic father, you are either his possession or you don't exist. This man constantly appraises the value of his children to him. He sets unapproachable goals. These fathers will take a son or daughter who has athletic capability and make them work out to the point of exhaustion and injury to fulfill their dream of having a child who's a professional athlete. Andre Agassi, the great tennis champion, talks about his narcissistic fathers forcing him from early childhood to practice hour after hour without let-up. He didn't care that his son hated tennis. Father prevailed, and yes, Agassi became a great champion, but at a tremendous price, years of abuse and agony. There is an accumulation of truth about your narcissistic father. Some of his children recognize early that they are being used up to prop up their father's ego supplies and his grandiose self-vision. Others identify with the father and spend their days as his living servants. Those who wake up to the truth that the father is a merciless narcissist sever this toxic relationship and begin the healing process, fulfilling their destiny of becoming a separate individual. There are many healing pathways: meditation, hatha yoga, journaling, creative projects, the forming of meaningful, close relationships with individuals who care deeply about the real you. Those who go through this passage discover that they are finally free to lead their lives on their own terms. They thrive, discover creative gifts that have been left dormant, and gain confidence and inner peace by embracing their true, original selves. Please subscribe to the Narcissist in Your Life podcast. Click the first link beneath the show notes for my books on Amazon. Click the second link beneath the show notes for the Mental Health News Radio Network. This is a global network of shows by podcasters that encompasses every facet of mental health. I'm deeply grateful that my show is part of this great network. Always remember to pay close attention to your intuition and practice self-care each day. You are a unique, precious individual.